Hello and welcome back to the JW Thoughts channel. My name is Wally and today we are going to be reviving an old series for our 10 Days of Christmas, and that is the Bible Reading with Wally. Now, the format of that will change a little bit because I don't want to go and read a bunch of Bible verses and bore everyone, but I think this one is pretty funny because it really shows how Watchtower has this funny way of taking some things literally and some things as symbolic in the dumbest ways imaginable. Don't forget to drop a like on this video and subscribe to the channel, and let's do this thing. I'm not entirely sure if this bell is going to work out or if ZZ's going to try and attack it. I guess we'll find out. Run the intro. Now, we are in the book of Job, and we're going to go to Job 41 and look at just a very few passages where it talks about this sea monster. And tell me what you think this thing sounds like. We're talking about Leviathan here in Job 41, and it says his back has rows of shields tightly sealed together. Each one is as close to the next that no air can pass between. His snorting throws out flashes of light. His eyes are like rays of the dawn. Fire bands steam from his mouth. Sparks of fire shoot out. Smoke pours from his nostrils as from a boiling pot over a fire of reeds. His breath sets coals ablaze and flames dart out of his mouth. Pretty much sounds like he's describing a dragon, right? It's not too complicated, and if you think about when this was written, and you would assume that the Jews had contact with other ancient peoples, and other ancient peoples had legendary dragons. I believe the Canaanites, they had Lomont. Oh boy, I really shouldn't talk without doing research. And then the Babylonians had a Tiamat as well, and these were ancient sea creatures that were essentially dragons. So it makes perfect sense to say, oh, well, he was speaking about this sort of legendary sea monster that existed, and whoever was reading these ancient texts would have been familiar with the myth. But Watchtower hilariously has to go and try and provide an explanation for something that is so blatantly obvious that it's a myth. So let's look at what they say about what Leviathan is. In a 1976 Awake article, we have this where it says, "Meet mighty Leviathan." "I need hardly mention his limbs," reads an article description of Leviathan, "his strength and the fitness of his armor. Who can force open the doors of his mouth, close to his terrible teeth? Should the sword reach him, it will not avail. Nor will the spear, nor the dart, nor the javelin." I don't know why I said sword so weird. "What creature has a set of fear-inspiring teeth and hides so tough an ancient swords, spears, darts, and javelins were almost powerless to penetrate it? The creature is a reptile, one of the largest in existence. Since the ancient description of Leviathan was committed to writing in the Middle East, the creature meant was doubtless the Nile crocodile. This crocodile may attain a length ranging from 13 to 16 feet. I just find it hilarious that Watchtower isn't happy admitting that maybe things in the Bible are just ancient legends and myths. That makes them very uncomfortable because they need this thing to be scientifically accurate. Oh, it doesn't contain any ancient myths. Yet, when you look at it from a more nuanced perspective, you clearly can make an educated guess as to, hey, all of these other cultures also had these ancient myths as well. But no, when it comes to Watchtower, we need to over-explain literally everything. Anyway, this was a Bible Reading with Wally, where we always kept them short, sweet, and good to eat. Thank you so much for joining me, and I will see you tomorrow.
These nuts are really hard to crack.
Try harder then.